Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Haunted Mansion MHC Minecraft Hardcore Challenge. So last time we left off, we had just done a bunch of stuff and things down in the mines. So in this, I would throw away the thing I don't want to throw away. Go away, go away, get out of my inventory. So I actually just finished giving a lesson. Actually, two lessons in a row. One violin, one piano. And I'm a little bummed out. The piano lesson didn't go that well. But hopefully the kid gets inspired next time. I don't know. I think I challenged him too much this episode. Wow. Today. I don't know. I'm a little bummed out about it, but hopefully next lesson goes very well. So I'm not a very good piano player, but I'm a very good teacher. I've always been able to teach things that I don't know very much about. So that's going for me. The only bad thing is that he doesn't have the book that I need him to have to, teach him stuff and things. So I'm a little bummed out that he doesn't, because that would make my life 100% easier. Although I should technically be able to teach him without the book. It's just a lot easier for someone who didn't, so I'm a really fast learner. I learn things very, very quickly. With very little need for instruction, as long as you show me how to do it once. Or at least a few times. I should be able to get it and understand it. But sometimes, you have teachers who start you off running and don't teach you the basics. And that's sort of what happened with my piano class. It was just meant for us to learn how to play, not how to teach people how to play it, like most of my classes are, because I'm a music ed major. I'm learning to become a band director. However, you have to learn like all the instruments, no matter what your major is for music education. Like even if you're a vocal major, like you want to teach choir and stuff, you still have to learn how to play every instrument. But only to like a beginner status. If you like go in for your masters and stuff, I assume you have to learn how to play them all like extremely proficiently. But usually teachers aren't that harsh about it. Just as long as you know the technique and stuff, you could teach that instrument. Thank you. Alright. So, over the week I almost killed you. I'm so sorry, sheep. Sorry for almost murdering your face. I apologize profusely. Oh sweet, I have 8 of these. I actually want a bunch of black sheep. So, I'm a bit of a hypocrite upon myself, because the last time I talked about how I wasn't going to build this off camera because I wanted to go through the creative process with you guys and blah blah blah. Well, I got bored this weekend, and technically it's still weekend. I'm recording this on a Saturday. But I recorded the last episode, I think, on a Wednesday. And I got bored on Friday. Like, I wanted to play a game, but I didn't want to, like, hardcore go into it. Like, I just wanted to mess around in the world. So I went into my creative world, and I was like, what can I do? And I had this idea of making this self-closing door that, you didn't have a choice but to ever go back out, because that's sort of what the idea I had for the Haunted Mansion, that I had a door you can't walk out of, but it didn't work out that way. So it turns out, so I built the front end of, where are you? Oh, you're under me. Apparently a cave like right under my face. Oh, I'm so sorry, sheep. I apologize. I did not mean to hit you. It's force of habit. I apologize. You know what the bright side is of me trapping all my villagers inside? One, that I could transport them if I feel like it, although I don't feel like transporting them. I did have an idea of using them, but they're just way too far away from the starting area for me to, well, not the starting area, the building area, the building site. So I'm not gonna transport them there. I thought about it, but I changed my mind. But the bright side is that villagers can come out here and replant all the mature plants. So I get to have all my crops and eat them too. Oh, come back. Alright, let's do that really quickly. If you're confused as to why it seems like I'm breaking them and there's already seeds there, I'm just clicking left, right really quickly. That's all I'm doing. So yeah, I built what did I build? I built the front face of our future mansion, and I'm really happy with it, except it looks a little bit like a castle. Which, I mean, some mansions are considered castles, you know. No, but it's just the materials I used. I'm using a lot of stone because I figure that's what I'm gonna have the most of. But we'll see at the end of our gathering sessions. Man, there's a lot of farms here. I have a bunch of wheat too. Oh, darn it. Oh, you weren't done either. I apologize. Oh man, and another one. Okay then, I'm gonna have food for days. I should... Did I take out the... Yeah, I did. I stole the crafting bench from the house that has crafting benches. I don't need you. Oh my gosh, there's another one. Oh, that means there's a cave under me. Oop, there we go. Then I can do that thing again. So I recently just started doing this. Because I get really sick and tired of farming. I usually come up with like an automatic cooker of some sort. Because I get really frustrated having to replant all things. So I've just gotten into the habit of cutting, oh, I remember that little mine. So, okay. So, just let's forget that train of thought. It's not important. It was filler for this. So, my mansion is going to have a lot of dark oak. And not really dark oak, the plank. I'm going to use it for the roof. I'm going to use the dark oak for the roof. But I'm going to use a bunch of logs for... Okay, let me fix my keyboard so I'm ready to run if necessary. This is going to be technically my first night out, and I'm not going to use any armor because it's all still smelting over there in the build site. So, hold on. My little... You know those little legs on the keyboard that you prop up so you can have it stand up at the end so it has a little ramp up, sort of? I don't know if that makes any sense, the words that just came out of my mouth. But I have a really, like, terrible keyboard. Like, I have a cheap little, like, $5 or $10 keyboard that I bought that... You want to know? This is the brand name. It's called On with 2 N's. That is the brand name of this. So, that's what I'm using right now. I should be really careful. I think I have hostile mobs all the way up. I keep worrying about, Oh yeah, there it is. There's a guy. I keep worrying about whether I'm on peaceful or not, because I go a lot into my creative world to mess around with stuff and things. And I go from, peaceful to hard depending on the experiments I'm working on. Like, I was experimenting on, villager traps, the mob traps for zombies. Now that they, you can trade zombie flesh with clerics, I think they are. I started, I was messing around with that. Also because I was living in a village and I was really tired of zombies coming around and bugging me because I was in a forested area. I was building in a roof forest, in fact. Oh, let's pick you up. Ooh, an apple. Ooh, a piece of candy. I hear your feet and they scare me, pigs. So theoretically, because I was spending my time here in this area, there should be no mobs in the 20 by 20 area. Let's use this. Not 20 by 20, I think it's a 16 by 16 radius around the player that mobs are not allowed to spawn. So theoretically, because I started out here, I should be safe. But that's all on algorithms that used to exist in Minecraft. And as someone who doesn't spend a lot of time outside building without good armor or playing in hardcore, I don't really pay attention to that anymore. Oh, I hear you, and screw you. Come back. Come over here. What are you doing? You jerkface? Alright, sweet. A bunch of Enderman pack spawn. Therefore, I should be a little safer. As long as they don't run away and I don't look at them, I should be perfectly okay. Zombies should be instantly attracted to the village next to me. So, as long as I run away from them, close enough to the village, they should run to the village instead of staying near me. I saw the change in green and I thought it was a creeper. So I should be fine here theoretically. I hear there's a bunch of caves right under this village, so there should be mobs spending more time spawning under here. So there should be a share of spawning under me and above ground in caves in here. Theoretically, right now I'm risking. That's why I wanted to head over to the village before nighttime. Although nighttime came a lot earlier than I was expecting to, but I think that's because my first episode ran a little late, and so did my third episode, I think. So my night-day cycle is a little screwed up in videos. So I should technically have, if I keep on with this until the 9th episode, I think it's 9 episodes in October. I want to go get these, but mobs are going to spawn behind me, and ugh. Now there should be more mobs spawned behind me. So yeah, I'm going to need a lot. From what I see, I'm trying to make it smaller. But from what I made, there should be it's a 43 by like 20 building. So it's pretty large, although I'm making it run down. Sorry, I'm trying to listen for mobs. I keep hearing feet and it's the pig's feet, but I have to be careful. Because maybe one time it won't be. You can't ever be too safe when you could die any moment. You have to be always attentive. Words to live by. But yeah, I'm trying to make it smaller. Although the only thing I can make smaller is the, what is it called? The front-facing thing. So last time I talked a little bit of how it's gonna look, and how I make concept art for it, and it's sort of the same thing, except I'm not building it on an angle because Minecraft doesn't like that, and also I accidentally built the entire thing. So another pro tip: if you ever find yourself breaking your sword, and without any other tool, except your like pickaxe, your axe, and your shovel, you should hit mobs with your axe. Axes do, I believe, 4 damage when they're in stone. So it will be a little bit safer. It'll take less hits to kill a mob with an axe. Just pro tip. Alright, the moon is going down. So I need a lot of dark oak, and I need a lot of spruce, because spruce is going to be my main building material. Now, to save building material, which is just something, because 1, I'm cheap, 2, I don't like gathering wood, and 3, I've been playing a lot of survival maps. You want to use half slabs wherever you can, wherever, and that's how I'm getting away with the whole not having any lighting inside of the haunted mansion. You are going to use, well, I am. You're not going to do anything, but except watch. Please, thank you. Let's check my 6, make sure there's no creepers creeping up behind me. I said that, and then I instantly got the feeling that I was gonna jinx myself. Yeah, use half slabs, and use them on the bottom half of a block. Like, not the top half of the block, but the bottom half, because on the bottom half, mobs don't spawn. And you get to save materials. Also, you don't have to worry about mob spawning, except where you want them to. You get to control where they spawn. So you can have honey pots wherever you want in your building. For example, I'm probably going to have a honey pot under the mansion, and one of the rooms that is going to be blocked off is probably going to be a honey pot. I have a couple of places. It's going to be a rundown mansion. You also have to be careful. Even though it's daytime, just because it's daytime does not mean mobs will not be around, especially in Rue Forest. Always be careful. Mobs with their new AI will run under things and will shoot you from the middle of nowhere. Also, creepers do not burn, so always be careful. Spiders theoretically should not attack you during day, however, they still will, because they're jerks. So yeah, I'm gonna have a collapsed roofs every once in a while, which is gonna help. If you ever have like a large building and you want to cop out as to not making interiors for everything, like I'm not really good at interiors. I'm also not good at exteriors, but hey, I try anyways. Just block off rooms. Just because it looks like there's a room there doesn't mean there has to be a room there. You can block it off, and no one will ever know any better. Because once you're inside and you have hallways, they're windy enough that people won't notice, hey, I didn't go in that corner, or in that middle room. People will not notice. So at this point, all mobs should have burned. They should be nice and crispy and dead, theoretically. But however, we are in the Rue Forest, and Rue Forests are dangerous. Thankfully, this is like the edge of a Rue Forest next to a plains that's on the other side of the little edge is another one of those meadows in the middle of the Rue Forests. So those are just pro tips with me. Also, I hear there's like 2 zombie spawners nearby. I'm not terribly worried about them. Yeah, I'm not terribly worried. So let's head over here. Do I have any? Nope, I don't. It's fine. Oop. So I'm gonna use white wool in only one room. And it's one of my spooky rooms from the outside, which is going to be cool, and one of the only reasons I'm going to make armor. I'm not terribly fussed about armor, especially now that I know that I can take damage and I'll regen. Like, that was the one reason I was. Also be careful with, like, water things like this. Mobs will fall in there and cool themselves off and not die. You can trick them by being near them, and they'll jump up and down and take half-hearted damage. And if you're near there for long enough, they will die. They have, I believe, 24 hearts? 24 counting half hearts. So 12 hearts, I believe. I think most mobs, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more, depending. Oh, there goes another cave. So how much do I have? That's probably not enough. I'm also going to need a lot of spruce because I was going to build with oak and stuff, but oak's going to be like, since I'm making this a rundown place, I'm making some place like places like sun. You know how wood gets discolored or anything gets discolored if it's outside in the sun long enough? And especially if it rains and stuff, it gets really grimy. Oh man, wow. It's 20 minutes already, guys. So, I did not feel that at all. So I'm gonna finish chopping this down real quick. And I really didn't talk about anything this time. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna get a bunch of dark oak wood. Next episode I'll probably get a bunch of spruce wood, and then I'll start building. I'll go back to my home next episode. I'll run there right after this. Hopefully I'm probably not in the spawn chunk, so everything will not be smelted. But I'll keep gathering wool as I need it. I'll keep killing squids as I need them. Because they're just accent blocks. Black wool is only accent blocks in my build. So yeah, hopefully next time I'll get the shape down. It'll be fun. I hopefully will not die. And things will be fun and stuff. So thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. 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 Oh. Bye.